Okay, so on this boiler Smokebox door here, we want to get this so it latches. It doesn't latch. And if you can see, I started preparing this to solder, but I think what I want to do instead of that, you can see this piece right here is broken. And I'm sure that there was a little curved section that would spring its way into this. I don't know if you can see that little notch there. Put some more light on the subject. Okay, you can see the notch right there. All right, and I'm sure there was a small curved section of this piece of brass here that just clicked its way in there and held it, but that's long been broken off. So I was going to solder a piece of tubing on there, real small brass tubing, and then it would engage that right there and hold it in place. But that would always be a weak spot. So then my idea is to just cut this off altogether, get rid of that. Okay, we'll get rid of this piece of brass here. And what I'm thinking is, since there's nothing behind this, it's just empty space up in there, what I'm going to do I'm going to take some of this track connectors from Gargraves. This makes great shim stock. It also makes good project material. It's stainless steel, but the key here is it's magnetic stainless steel. So I think I have a winning idea here. I've got that size magnet. I think that's 2 by 3 millimeter. And then we got some smaller ones. These are, I believe, 1 by 2 millimeter. And then we also got these. Come in a box here, a real nice box from our buddies over there in China. It's all one world, folks. It's all one world. Yeah, we got these. These are 1 millimeter by 3, I believe. Or 2. I think these are 1 by 2s. All right. Now these are not very strong magnets, but we'll experiment and see which one works the best. Don't need a brute force on this. It's just the door of the locomotive. But we'll figure out which one is the best for these, for this situation anyway. But first thing I want to do is, before I cut that off, I want to reshape this. So let's put a 90-degree bend on that. Stuff's pretty easy to work with too. Alright. So there's our 90-degree bend. And then the long tail just gives me something to hang on to while I'm experimenting. So if I epoxy that into place, let me grab my marker here. Okay. Just to get an idea what we have to work with here. All right, we got pretty good gluing surface back there. So I think that would work. And then, once I cut this, I'll go ahead and form a circle on it. Instead of leaving a sharp edge, I'll grind a circle, half circle, round that off. And then, you know what, I might just leave this piece on here. And experiment with maybe gluing the magnet onto there. You know what, this might work real good. And then that will hold the door closed. I'm liking this idea. Okay, well I think the first thing to do is to get this piece formed and then epoxied into place, and we'll go from there. All right. Okay, I swung it around this way. I roughed up the side of the new latch system here. Give our epoxy something to hold on to. But I want to see if we can get gravity to work for us or something. I'm going to put some of this fun tack on the bottom of that. And I just want to see if that will hold it in place once we get our epoxy going here. Okay, great. That'll work. Excellent. So, let me mix up some epoxy. I'll be right back. Okay, we got our epoxy mixed up here. We'll drip some in there. All right. And we'll put Put some on our latch here, like that. Hopefully we don't lose it. There we are. Well, I think we're all right. Looks good to me. Okay, we'll let that set up and then we'll continue on, see if we can get a magnet attached to this brass piece here. We'll epoxy that on if we can. Excellent. Be back. All right, it's been a couple hours since we last visited our locomotive here. The epoxy has set up, not fully cured, but it's set up enough for us to work with. So I think what I want to do get this stuff out of my way. We don't need that for the moment. Let's flip her over. Get our light bulb out of the way. We don't need that right now. All right, so there's that piece. Let's see how she's, yeah, okay. Well, I knew I'd have to do that. We're gonna have to cut off some of this and to allow that to clear that now. So I think if we just cut a small section off of there, we should be fine. Okay, I cut that off. Just cut like 1/8 of an inch off. See if we get her. Yeah, she'll shut all the way now. Excellent. So now, do an experiment with our magnets here. Let's try our weakest magnets. That's these. From our friends at Trimag Magnets. I bought these actually to mount on the wheels on one of the tenders, to activate the reed switch for the sound system for the chuffing. Worked out real good. We just need a tiny bit of fun tack here on the back of the magnet before we epoxy anything. Okay, let me set it on there. Get it as flat as we can. Center it up a bit. Let's see how that holds. Oh, that's nice. It does. Might need 2 of them. I can feel it drawn in, but it's probably too far away. All right, try to make up the distance with 2 of them. Oh, that's better. Let's go for 3. We can epoxy all these together. Okay, there's 3. Oh yeah, there it is. Now it's caught. Very good. Okay, they're stuck to there. So that means that it grabbed. So 3 of them will be the ticket. All right, let's get rid of our fun tack here. I like that. There's those 2. Try to peel the fun tack off of it here. It's so tiny. Oh. All right. Working with magnets. It's always an adventure. All right, let's get these out of our way. Put those back in the box. I could have used this one bigger one that I have, but that's the last one I have of that one, so we can get 3 of those to do the job. That's what we'll do. Get our moto tool out of the way. Mix up some more epoxy here, hang on. All right, we're back with our epoxy. Get that on there. Don't need a whole lot. Get that positioned. And then I just want to coat the sides here. Let me get some on the tip of our toothpick here. Not the face of it, but just around the perimeter here. Keep it all attached to the piece of brass here. All right. So we'll let that set up and give her a test a little later. Give her a couple hours to set up here. Like I say, it's 24-hour cure, but okay, right there. One shake of my hand and she's in the center. Let's make sure she's lining up. Yeah, that'll look good. Don't get too close yet. Okay. All right, we'll leave that there to set up and we'll be back. See how it shuts. Okay. This is the epoxy I've been using. This is JB Weld plastic bonder, but it bonds metal and wood and almost anything you can think of. So I've been using it for everything, metal, wood, you know, all kinds of stuff, different styles of plastic where you don't normally get adhesion. This stuff works really well. So I like it. So we'll give that time to set up. Okay, a couple hours later now. Let's check. Like I say, it's all set up now, but it's not fully cured, but it's set up. All right. Oh, look at that. Very nice. Draws it right in. I mean, it's not real powerful, doesn't take a lot of effort to get it off, which is what we want. We don't want to be wrestling with this. Loving that. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, this is working out good. And remember, brass isn't magnetic, so that's why we went through this. Epoxying some steel on here, stainless steel. And it's not in direct contact with the brass because of the epoxy, so that shouldn't cause any reaction with the metal. And our magnets are doing their job. Oh yeah. Okay. So that part's fixed. Now what I'd like to do is, even though this edge here isn't real sharp, they do a nice job rolling these edges so they don't cut anybody while they're working with them with the track. Let me, just because our wires come through for our, let me get you back out this way a little bit. Yeah, just because our wires come out here to go to our bulb. There's plenty of clearance there, but still, I think what I'll do is I'll use my liquid electrical tape here. Alright, see about getting some on our toothpick here. There we go. And we'll just give this a coat along the edge here. Like that. Okay. And then once that's set up, I'll give her a few more coats. And you can build this up pretty thick, as much as you want. So I'll keep building that up. This liquid electrical tape takes about 15 minutes, and then you can add another coat on there. Get a little thicker and thicker and thicker. So that's what we'll keep doing. Very good. I like that. This is coming out quite nicely. Very nice. Very, very nice. Let me see what happens if I add another magnet to that. Just out of curiosity. Oh, that you heard that, right? That drew it in even better. Okay, we're going to add a fourth magnet to that. Excellent. Very nice. Okay, so there we go. We've got that situation remedied. So time to move on. For the moment, well, I'll let all this set up and then we'll continue on after that. Okay, so before we close the door on our project here, I just went around and gave her some touch up with some paint on our magnets and epoxy on the inside of the door and our latch here. And as you can see, I did not get it perfectly straight like I thought I had it. And well, I could sit here and make up all kinds of excuses, but I won't. I just wasn't paying attention. So, what's that kid say on the videos online? They'll never know. They'll never know. So, what I think I'll do next is I'm going to convert this incandescent bulb. I'm going to change this to an LED. This goes into our housing in the door. All right, but I'm going to change that to an LED. And if I really get ambitious, I might just change these jewels out and do my little LED treatment on the class lights. I think that would look pretty cool. All right, so anyway, she shuts real nice. Very good. I don't think she's going anywhere while she's running around. But it opens nice and easy. Okay, so that's the end of that part of this project, and we'll move on to rebuilding the rods and chassis and all that stuff. Reassembling, I should say, not rebuilding. So I'll see you in the next one. Toodles.